Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. And we have with us right now Dan Radomski. Sorry, Dan, got up a little later today. CEO of Centropolis Accelerator. And you guys are based at Lawrence Technological University there in Southfield. Big announcement up at the policy conference about you folks. Welcome to the show and fill us in a little bit.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. So yeah, Centropolis Accelerator was founded by Lawrence Tech University, the city of Southfield, and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation to create the state's only Hardtech accelerator. And what that means is we are entirely focused on helping develop physical products as opposed to software, service-based businesses. And as you know, Michigan has a rich history of developing physical products, and our manufacturing strength is well known. But sometimes what's overlooked is how good we are at product development part of manufacturing. So designing, engineering out cost, ensuring durability, reliability. So having an accelerator that can help people that have ideas for physical products that want to get their product made in Michigan is a real asset for the state, and an entity that we've been managing for over 5 years now.
Well, you know, it's pretty incredible because you're talking to some things that I've been preaching about a little bit, and one of them is that we fell down for several years on R&D, which is basically exactly what you're talking about. So maybe funding some of that is going to really help. Before we go on with this, tell me a little bit about your career path and how you wound up in this position.
Yeah, so I grew up a machinist. My dad's machine shop, Mount Elliott Tool in Detroit. So I learned how to run the equipment and make things. And then early in my career after college, I got involved at the Society of Manufacturing Engineers, where I learned from all the experts in manufacturing and product development. And then I worked with small to medium-sized manufacturers most of my life. And my last gig in private industry was running an international vehicle design engineering firm where we developed electric vehicles. And along the way, I was in and out of nonprofits because I always loved helping others. So I ran Next Energy, a clean tech incubator, and I got drawn back to wanting to help people develop physical products, because when I was at the vehicle engineering firm, I saw more and more of even the parts and the technologies that we were sourcing were all coming from overseas, particularly from low-cost countries and from China. And I really wanted to do something about developing businesses and products that could be made right here in our home state. That was a personal passion of mine.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Okay, so as we move in that direction, we still have this problem of people. Are you seeing where you're going as highly impacted by the shortage of talent?
Well, I'll say yes and no. I mean, you definitely a lot of technicians and machinists. There's a dearth of talent, but what we have in engineering products, we have in spades. I mean, it really is amazing. There's more engineers per capita here in Michigan than any other part of the world, right? So finding the product development, design, engineering talent to help our companies, and now we help every year 100 plus companies that are developing anything from consumer products, medical devices, things as advanced as full electric vehicles. And we have no problem. We have 40 engineers on our team now that are either paid full-time, part-time, on an hourly basis. So finding that talent, it's already here. It's not very hard. Sometimes our companies, when they get to manufacturing and try to grow, have a hard time finding certain talent to help them grow on occasion.
So will you guys be involved much with, we work a lot with ARA at the Michigan Venture Capital Association.
Yeah, so we're a member of MVCA. However, this is a fact that a lot of people don't know, that less than 1% of all venture capital goes into hard tech companies. So we have to get really creative in helping physical product developers. You would think in Michigan, where we know how to manufacture, there would be a lot of capital in this space, but there isn't. In fact, I had to develop my own angel group to help our companies. It's called the Michigan Manufacturing Angel Group. It's one of the announcements we made at the Mackinac Policy Conference. So we have over 100 individuals. Most are owners of manufacturing operations in Michigan, private owners of small to medium-sized manufacturers, because who cares about hard tech? Other manufacturers, right? And and they can contribute not only cash, but in-kind services to help develop the products. I'll give you an example. A number of our Michigan manufacturing angels have provided contract manufacturing services where they'll develop the first 2,000 units in exchange for equity or royalties in the companies. And it's worked out really well. So it also includes, individual investors that have made their money in manufacturing, private offices, and some corporate venture capital firms, because groups that make things, corporates, also have their own venture group and are interested in our companies as well.
Dan, we don't have a lot of time left, but explain how this operation works. If somebody comes in, makes application, and goes through a vetting process, et cetera.
Yeah, so obviously we vet ideas to make sure there's uniqueness, there's intellectual property opportunity and a good market opportunity, and that the founder wants to get their product manufactured in Michigan as opposed to overseas. So in that case too, we assign a number of our 40 engineers as extensions of our team to help design, engineer, prototype the product, get it manufacturing ready. And then in many cases, line up a local supplier that will manufacture it right here in Michigan. And so having that kind of soup to nuts help from idea all the way to production is a really valuable commodity. And we're focusing more of our attention on critical supply chain gaps. So technologies that are in the critical materials and components that go into batteries, e-motors, everything that electrifies our community or our vehicles, whether it be, passenger vehicles, marine, aircraft, and the like, and ensuring that we help get more of those products to market and manufactured in Michigan to help our domestic supply chain gaps.
Well, Dan Radomski, thanks you much, CEO of the new Centropolis Accelerator based at Lawrence Tech. Keep up the good work and keep us posted as to your successes, eh?
Thank you. I'm grateful.
All right, partner. You're all watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.